This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, coming to you from one of the most famous golf courses in the world, the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. And Frank, not only does this belong to the best players in the world, but really to any player who wants to tee it up.
That's exactly right, Rich. It's open to the public, but that was also one of the directives when they first built this golf course. First of all, to host a championship, but then allow the fans of the game, people out there watching right now, to be able to go and play that very golf course, and they've succeeded.
First hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 423-yard par 4. Nice way for players to get started, Frank. Not too demanding, but still, it requires that you put the golf ball off the tee in the right place.
That's correct, Rich. There is a little bit of water down the right, but that's only really for the grandmothers in the field. Anybody else, drive it down the left, 3-wood, even a 2-iron if you're a longer hitter, and then a good chance to start with an opening ball.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Frank, the approach shot here at the par 4 first. What's the right way to attack?
The much easier flag is down that right side because you can run that ball with the slope to that low side. Tough flag on the left. And there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Locked in on the read and the speed. Filling it up today. Beautiful putt. Now to the second. Frank, what do you make of this hole?
Well, over the years, we've seen more and more people hitting 3-wood off this tee. And the 3-wood's normally easier to draw, and it doesn't run out down that right side.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Second from an excellent lie. This one looks right on point. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. If Fowler makes this, it will be an eagle on the card and noise across the grounds. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it well. Certainly hitting the ball in the right place there, and that's a good thing too. He's actually putting well.
Frank, break down the par 3 third for us.
A big ridge in the middle of this green. Really have a front section and a back section. That front bunker, the one that you first see off the tee, that really doesn't come into play. But there's a sneaky one behind the flag and down the left side. Really good par 3.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just 5 feet left. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water. Oh, I liked that. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, Ricky grew up as a motocross jumper in California. He always said it's a lot like a golf shot, that you sort of step up, figure out what you're going to do, and then just hit it. And same thing with a motorcycle jump. You look at it a few times, you rev it up, and you go flying, and you deal with the consequences after that.
Yeah, it's just like his golf game. He likes to play flat out, but there's enough hurdles on a game of golf, too, to try and get over. But for Ricky, just in his mid-20s, he has a tremendous upside. His golf swing's got better under the tutelage of Butch Harmon. He's developed the confidence to match. And really, it'd be interesting over the next decade if we see the best of Ricky Fowler, because he has the potential to certainly be one of the game's best.
Now to the fifth. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
If you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Ricky Fowler, a Gen X superstar, ready with his approach shot.
Oh, this is right at it.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank, 2 is nice, but
3 is even better.
back-to-back birdies and 6 under par. Frank, this isn't a hole that sort of jumps out at you the way, say, 17 does.
Yeah, a lot of times people will just sort of gloss over it, but anytime you get a par 4 under 400 yards, it's a great opportunity. But once again, a positional hole. Take advantage of it.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Getting set for another approach, our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now, this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really, you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Birdie try coming up from Fowler. On fire right now, 7 under par. Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's the canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Struck that one pure, about 8 feet away. Beautifully done.
I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, that looked good to me. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
And that's in for a par. Frank, I think this is one of the most fascinating holes on the golf course. The 583-yard par 5 ninth hole.
With technology now, a lot more players can reach this par 5 and 2. Gone are the days where it was a true three-shotter, but I remember when Sergio Garcia hit that three-wood from, what was it, 270, 280 yards? Still one of the best shots I've ever seen.
Excellent position, just a huge shot. Nice position, short grass, second shot. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Rickie Fowler for eagle. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
This will be a birdie if it drops. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Well, this one has a chance to be really good.
Oh, that's fine.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Second shot now for Rickie Fowler. Good-looking shot right here. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. Getting set now over the putt. Rolling the rock, Frank.
Oh, and yet another birdie, Rich. Beautiful stroke.
Let's go to the 11th now. It's a par 5 and a fun hole, Frank. You can make anything from 3 to 7 here.
And that's why, as the start of the back nine, especially on a Sunday, this becomes such a pivotal hole to start a run. Big body of sand. He's gone for a little extra. Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big.
Huge with a capital H.
Moved it a long ways. What a drive. Just tattooed that. And now the second shot here at this par 5. Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Frankie seems to have found something. Already 2 birdies in a row and now another chance.
Yeah, it's all starting to flow here. This is really important. He's starting to play well, so finish it off here for 3 in a row.
Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
This drive down the left side, Frank.
Yeah, it creates a blind second shot because of the mounds in front, so a little bit of guesstimation coming up here, but still only a short iron.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Fowler has this for birdie. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. And Frank, we always like when they have the whole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds. You can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with a bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. And that's a birdie. Frank, Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post, but he will, and we will, never forget 14.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Frank, halfway home on maybe the toughest par 4 in the golf course.
Yeah, for some reason, for such a big green, it's always hard to get that second shot close. Well, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
He has this putt for birdie. This has a good ring to it, -14. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute, seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's 2 little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
And setting up here in the rough.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, that's what separates the good players from the great players, the ability to get it that close from that kind of lie. Time for lucky?
Oh, this is getting off the charts. This is nearly obscene. This is for 7 straight.
Nothing lucky about it, just good. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, you're 1 behind. Sunday afternoon, you're trying to win one of the game's great championships. Is this a spot that you love as a competitor, the 16th hole of par 5, with a chance to make a lot of noise?
It's a spot you cannot hide from, Rich, because you know exactly there. If you haven't looked at a scoreboard, you can feel it from the atmosphere.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
In the fairway, it's lying nicely, and 180 yards left. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Count it, it's an eagle. Frank, how early in the round were you thinking about the shot at 17?
Well, when you're playing well, you're pushing it ahead. Maybe you don't think about it till 14 or 15. If you're struggling, you might be thinking it early as the 5th or the 6th hole. But put it this way, when you make the walk from 16 to 17, you are thinking of it every inch of the way.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Fowler for birdie. Wow, what a birdie. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet. What a great shot.
He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure. But more importantly, the opportunity to get one.